Joe Ingles' appearance is often joked about, but all in good fun. He doesn't look like your typical basketball player. As a matter of fact, when you first see him, you'd think he's a math or science teacher, but he's more than just your average guy. He has proven his worth to the Utah Jazz, and basketball fans everywhere are aware of just what he can do. Average Joe is nothing but average when it comes to the court. He has the guts and he has what it takes to deliver more than what's asked of him every time the team plays. In this video, we're going to talk about Joe Ingles' lifestyle, net worth, and how he spends his millions. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. How did it all start for Joe Ingles? Joe Ingles was born in Australia in 1987 in the suburban area of Adelaide. He has an older sister, Megan, whom he's very close to. Ingles shares childhood pictures of him and his sister on his Instagram account. He had an interest in basketball and soccer since he was a child, and his parents, Lynn and Tim, encouraged it. He went to Lake Ginninderra College and the Australian Institute of Sport. He was selected by the South Dragons in 2006 when he was only 18 years old. He immediately established himself as an alpha player and became the top scorer among the rookies. During his first game, he scored 29 points. He attended the Australian Institute of Sport and became the NBL Rookie of the Year in 2007. In 2009, he went to CB Granada, Spain, and he also played for Maccabi Tel Aviv and FC Barcelona. His EuroLeague coach, David Blatt, would go on to become the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Utah Jazz brought him to the United States in 2014. Although his first few games weren't very good, he soon became a player to watch along with Bojan Bogdanovic and Donovan Mitchell. How much is Joe Ingles worth? Ingles has an estimated net worth of $30 million and earns an annual salary of $13 million. He may not be worth as much as other big-time players like LeBron James, but he's earning millions. How is his personal life? Ingles has been married to Renee, a former Australian netballer, since 2014. They have 3 children together, twins Jacob and Milla, born in 2016, and son Jack Thomas, born in 2020. In February of 2019, his son Jacob was diagnosed with autism, and since then the cause has become very personal to him. 2019 was a defining year for Ingles both professionally and personally. Overall, his stats were good, but his team faced both losses and victories. He decided to extend his current contract with the Jazz and postponed being a free agent. He was also rated number 24 in the NBA's defensive win shares. He is someone who is dedicated to helping other people. In 2017, Ingles signed a fairly standard contract that gave him a $52 million deal for 4 years. To him, that amount of money was unnecessary. He told the Daily Telegraph that nobody in the world needs that much money. No, he wasn't decrying the money being paid to him or to other NBA players. What he meant was that he wanted only a fraction of the money and not all of it. He and his wife Renee are thrilled that they have everything they need, and they intend to use the rest of the money to help other people. He is also one dedicated father. Ingles' son Jacob has autism and has special needs compared to other children. The NBA player said he's not afraid to give up his career and walk away from the NBA if it meant protecting his son from COVID-19. His son is more at risk because of his weakened immune system. The NBA suspended the 2020 season after Gobert tested positive for COVID-19, and Ingles had to be quarantined at home with his wife and children. He does acknowledge that many players are itching to return, but Ingles isn't one of them. He said although he has a million reasons to go back and play, there is one reason why he doesn't want to play, and that is his son Jacob. Aside from sharing his money, he is also involved in a lot of charitable causes. Ingles and his wife support various charitable causes. Ingles has teamed up with Vivint and Charity Buzz to raise money during Autism Awareness Month. The popular guard of the Utah Jazz posted a video on his Instagram page discussing his time with the team, as well as the birth and diagnosis of his beloved son Jacob with autism. Since becoming a staple in the community of Utah, they often use their platform to raise money for individuals with intellectual abilities. He and fellow Australian NBA players donated $750,000 to brush fire relief. Brush fires ravaged Australia in late 2019 until 2020, and Ingles didn't hesitate to reach from his own pocket to provide relief. Aside from Ingles, 8 other players donated for the cause, including Aaron Baines of the Phoenix Suns, Jonah Bolden and Ben Simmons of the Philadelphia 76ers, Ryan Brokoff of the Dallas Mavericks, Dante Exum and Matthew Dellavedova of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Thon Maker of the Detroit Pistons, and Patty Mills of the San Antonio Spurs. They partnered with the National Basketball Players Association and the NBA to contribute to the aid. This just goes to show that Ingles has a heart of gold, and to him, money should be used to help others instead of just enriching oneself. You will never see him wearing flashy jewelry and showing off. Not that the other NBA players don't deserve to do so. What sort of car does he drive? One car common question often asked by reporters when speaking to ballers is the sort of cars they drive. Unlike other NBA players, Ingles isn't a flashy dresser, but he does have a fondness for vehicles. When he's in the States, he can be seen driving his Ford Raptor. However, during summer months, he goes for sportier options. His wife Renee gifted him with a Porsche Panamera one Christmas. However, during colder months, Ingles has said the car is parked in the family's garage. He's quick to confide, though, that his favorite car is in Australia, also a gift from his beloved wife Renee. What car is his ultimate favorite? It's the 1965 Mustang Fastback. His guilty pleasure seems to be vintage cars. Of course, fans also want to know where Ingles and his family lives. Renee gave up her professional career as a netball player and moved from Australia to America to be with her husband. Renee and Ingles didn't want a long-distance relationship, and they were tired of romancing each other through Skype and FaceTime. Although the couple has been living together in Utah for years, you will seldom see pictures or articles about their home. The couple has a reputation for being private people, and they don't share much about their family on social media, but you can bet he's living in comfort. He can afford to do so. After all, he is an NBA player. Will he be participating in the Tokyo Olympics? The Tokyo Olympics have been postponed due to COVID-19, but Ingles has already committed to compete, though there's a possibility that it will clash with his NBA playoffs. The Boomer star has declared that he will be a certain starter for Australia. As of yet, there's no confirmation on when the Olympics will be, although the IOC has mentioned that it will be taking place sometime this year. A few people in Japan and even Olympic partners have voiced their desire to postpone the event again because of the current situation. In 2019, he agreed to a one-year extension with the Utah Jazz. He said the extension will keep him with Utah until 2022. His one-year extension cost $14 million, and it will keep him with the Jazz until 2022. At the time of his signing, he had 2 years and $22.8 million left on his Jazz deal. With the additional year, the Jazz has managed to keep one of the most impactful, dependable, and popular players in their team. The deal also provided Ingles with the largest raise he was eligible to sign. He dreams of owning a franchise in the Australian League when he retires. Ingles understands that his career in the NBA isn't going to last forever. He is going to get old, and there's constantly new blood coming in. When he finally hangs his sneakers, he hopes to own a franchise in the Australian League. However, he understands that not a lot of teams are making money right now. However, if things improve and it's the right situation, he might think about it more seriously when he's old and retired. Although he didn't win the Sixth Man Award, he was more than happy to present it to his teammate. Utah Jazz player Joe Ingles and Jordan Clarkson finished the top two in voting for the NBA's Sixth Man. Clarkson averaged a career high of 18.4 points and 4 rebounds for the season while playing 27 minutes per game. He was critical in helping the team claim the #1 spot in the Western Conference. During Clarkson's joint interview with NBA on TNT, Ingles revealed that he was named the NBA's Sixth Man of the Year. It was an incredibly touching moment between the two, and just goes to show how much of a nice guy Ingles is. He was more than overjoyed to hype up his teammate and seemed genuinely happy for him. That brings us to the end of our video. What do you like most about Joe Ingles? Is he also one of your favorite players in the league? Let us know in the comment section because we'd like to know. We'll see you again in our next video.